Winter hits differently when you have a large family, and not in a magical Hallmark moment kind of way. We have to have systems if we're going to make it and survive kind of way. Today, I'm sharing with you how we do things differently in a large family during winter. And I'm sharing with you our meals, how we homeschool, our routines, and everything in between. So join me. If you're new here, I'm Amber, mom to a big crew, and this cozy farmhouse life with a lot of noise. Winter forces us to slow down, and for large families, that means routines matter more than schedules. We don't aim for perfect winter days. We aim for predictable rhythms, warm meals, and everyone making it to bedtime with a little sanity left. So let's start with mornings. Breakfast is simple and repetitive in winter because decision fatigue is real. Big batch foods work best. Oatmeal, eggs, toast, leftovers, cereal, yogurt, peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. Okay, can you go sit down and have your breakfast?
I'm all done.
All right, can you go get dressed, please? Okay. Okay. Here we go. Yeah. Yeah. We're all dressed and ready. Okay, so this is my messy breezeway. Everything's a mess right now, but I'm going to show you our winter clothes and the system that we have set up for managing all the kids' winter stuff because there's 8 of them. So everybody has to have a place for all their things. So each child has one coat and each child has a hook for them to hang up their coats. And so 3 of them go over here. And then my husband and I hang our stuff up in the closet away from the kids, and like shoes and everything go in one closet. And I'll show you here the rest of the coats that are hanging up. And all of the snow boots go in this closet. So they just toss them in there and they should be contained, and it helps cut down on getting the snow and just all of the wet puddles and moisture in the house. So just all of the snow boots go in there. And then their snow pants are supposed to be hung up in the closet so that way they can dry. And all of the heavy snow gear goes in there. And then each person also has a hanger to hang up their coats. And so each person has one coat, one pair of boots, and then there's a shared glove bin because gloves disappear no matter how organized you are. And first, everybody's supposed to put their stuff on the counter, and so I'm just kind of flipping things over to make sure everything gets dry evenly, and that way they're ready to go outside when they're ready this afternoon. And so they put their hats and their gloves on the countertop to be able to dry. And then I'll show you our glove bin. and then the hats also go into that too. So if our winter gear doesn't have a home, just the organization just really falls apart. And so all of the hats and gloves that are dry are supposed to go in here. So that way only dry stuff is in there, and they have everything ready to go when they're ready to go outside. So our homeschool during winter is just lower expectations and a really strong rhythm. So winter homeschool looks a little bit different than it does in the spring or the fall. We have our systems down, we have our morning time down. We begin with World Watch, and then we have morning time. And we focus on those core subjects first. We have our together time, which is Bible, history, and science. We do all of those together. And by this time, we have a pretty good routine and a rhythm down. And just we move on to one thing at a time. We just keep moving forward. So winter homeschool isn't about doing more. It's about protecting the rhythm. And it just matters that we just do it every single day, and we just do a little bit every day. And after we've finished our morning time and after we've finished our together time, then I transition to helping the older kids with their schoolwork. And I also have first grade that I'm teaching. And then I read with the little kids. And so I have multiple ages that I'm homeschooling and educating. And then for our afternoons, then the nap time is really our quiet window for having time for reading, the one-on-one help, catching up on things, and we also build things into the day because being stuck inside makes everyone restless. So we do chores and activities, games, crafts, lots of togetherness. Okay, all right. Enunciate a little louder.
Fantastical.
Where are we?
Gosh!
What?
You're the secretary! Your lordship?
Your lordship. Whoa! It disintegrated! Use it! Reload it! Get ready! Get ready! Alright, initiating launch sequence.
Yeah.
Jack!
Our toppings here. Okay. All right, are you guys ready? Lunch is intentionally quick and easy. I focus on soups, leftovers, sandwiches, salads, something warm and filling. If lunch is complicated, then it just puts the whole afternoon behind. After lunch, we reset the house together. 15 minutes makes a huge difference, especially in winter when the mess builds so much faster. After we clean up lunch together, each person has a chore that they need to complete, and then they may have free time. Dinner is where large family winter systems matter most. We start dinner early. I love to use the crock pot, oven baked meals, sheet pan meals, double batches. We almost always cook once and eat twice. Leftovers aren't accidental here, they're pre planned. Winter meals are cozy, filling, and realistic. Nothing fancy, just food that feeds a lot of people and keeps us warm. Tonight, my teen has Civil Air Patrol, and he also made us dinner. So tonight is quick and easy. This is also why winter routines feel calmer, because food is already decided. And in this case, my 16-year-old, made dinner for us tonight. Parmesan garlic chicken with rice, corn, peas, and applesauce. Evenings come earlier in winter. Sometimes the kids are in pajamas before dinner. Baths happen earlier. Screens are limited, not because we're perfect, but because calm evenings matter. Bedtime is a wave, not a single moment. The little kids go first. The big kids help reset. One-on-one moments matter more in winter when days feel long. Sleep Tight Farm is a favorite for bedtime. Winter Harvest, this is another wonderful book. We have just really enjoyed this one. Winter Days in the Big Woods, this is such a cozy book. Farmer Boy Birthday. This is an adorable book about Almanzo's birthday. Goodbye Autumn, Hello Winter talks about the changing of the seasons. Snowy Nap, this is an adorable book about a hedgehog. The Red Sled, this is a wonderful book to read before going sledding. An Arctic Story, this is a book about animal habitats. The Reader, this is such a cute little book. Really enjoy that one. Best in Snow, I love the pictures in this book. They're absolutely beautiful. The Patchwork Quilt, this is such a cozy story. We really enjoyed reading that one. Winter is Here, this is a beautiful picture book, perfect for littles. Winter on the Farm, my boys really, really enjoyed that book. Another book about Almanzo. Counting Winter, this is a counting book, perfect for littles. They enjoy counting. The Winter Bird, this is such a sweet story about birds during winter. And my kids also love this one as well. Finders Seekers, Finders Keepers. And that's another one about animals and how they survive in the winter. Here's the truth. In a large family, a boring winter day is a successful day. No one melted down completely. Everyone ate. We stayed warm. We stayed connected. Winter isn't about doing more, it's about holding steady. If you want to see how we feed 10 people all winter without burning out, I share our real weekly meal plans and grocery routines every Thursday. Thanks for spending a winter day with us. I'll see you in the next video.